You're listening to the Scottish Shindig on Radio GH with Ewan Galloway.
Well, good evening everyone, one and all. Welcome back to the Scottish Shindig here on Radio GH. I hope you have all had a wonderful week. Hopefully you've had good weather as well. Certainly over in the east, it's been very hot and very sunny, but enjoyable and good. It gets you out in the garden and a good bit of fresh air into you. As always, we have got a lot of requests lined up on tonight's show, and we'll do our very best to try and get through as many as we can. We've got some new requests as well from some new people who have been tuning in, which is always lovely to know. Nice to know that we've got some new listeners tuning in constantly to Radio GH to enjoy all the shows that we have. And I've had a busy afternoon out of the secretary, and we had a great afternoon out and managed to listen to some Radio GH shows as well at the same time today. Starting off tonight's show though is Alistair McCoush and the Black Rose Ceilidh Band. So you go get your partner on the dance floor and move the sofas out the way, and we're going to start off with the Gay Gordons from the album In Ceilidh's Spirit. Yes, Alistair McCoush and the Black Rose Ceilidh Band starting us off on tonight's Scottish Shindig. Hope you're all well. Thanks very much for tuning in. As always, we've got everyone on our various platforms. We've got the website at www.radiogh.co.uk. Some of you on Facebook and other ones on YouTube. And if you're tuned in, let us know where you're listening from, and hopefully you're all enjoying your evening so far. We've got Keith Robertson, another great accordionist, tuned in tonight. Hi Keith, I hope that you are well and starting to get busy as well with the bookings now that things are picking up, and many other people tuned in from all over. Now, next up, we'll start off with our first request. It comes from Hilda Brown. Hope you're well, Hilda. It says, "Hi Ewan, may I have something from Simon Howie, please? I will have to tune in later as I'm away picking up my daughter at the airport all the way from New Zealand." Which is impressive, and I'm sure that you'll have a great time once you pick her up and you're catching up on her. We've got 4 tunes here to form a set dance. It's the River Cree. The River Cree is indeed the river from Dumfries and Galloway, which runs through Newton Stewart and into the Solway Firth. And the 4 tunes are Jackson's Bottle of Claret, Chrissy MacLeod, Malcolm Ross, and finishing with a favourite for all our listeners tonight, Donald Ian Rankin. Simon Howie and his Scottish dance band there with the country dance, the River Cree. Good evening to Douglas and Jean Gray watching down there in Tweedmouth. Berwick up in Tweed, hope you're well. Hi to Iris Sanderson watching in Was up in Shetland. A bit of bad planning at this end, I'm still making me dinner. Well, hopefully the music will help you cook, who knows. Marissa's actually on her way to Forfar Accordion and Fiddle Club tonight. So she's popping in for 5 minutes, so we'll say hello to you and goodbye at the same time and hope that you have a great night at the Accordion and Fiddle Club. And I'm sorry that I can't be there. And I'm sure we've seen someone else. Val Butterworth says she's multitasking. She's watching the pictures via YouTube on the telly, listening via Alicia, Alexa, Alicia, and commenting on Facebook at the same time. There we go. And last comment that we'll read out just now is Liz Calder. listening in from Tarland, who enjoyed that last tune, Donald Ian Rankin. Next request comes in from Grant McDrummer McDougall, and I hope that you're well, Grant. And also Ian, hope he's doing good too. Says, hi Ewan and Tiger, could we please have a song from Graham Cairns from your Banjalodian Breakdown CD, please? I think you know what one. Cheers from Grant McDrummer. I think I do, and it's one that's very popular. Graham Cairns sings a lot of great songs, but this is one of my favourites, and I'm so glad he recorded it on the CD with me fairly recently. It's My Heart Leads Me Back to Scotland.
As I look upon my life laid out before me, like the pages of a book I've often read, I'll go over all my past and all my present, making calls of indecision in my head. I've been up and down along the road of sadness, in solitude, steep shadows where I roam. It's my heart that leads me back again to Scotland, and the happiness among the folks at home. There's been time of great uncertainty in my life, and places where I never will return, but the welcome that awaits me in my homeland is worth bearing all the troubles I have known. I've been up and down along the road of sadness, in solitude, steep shadows where I roam. It's my heart that leads me back again to Scotland, and the happiness among the folks at home. In that green and pleasant land they know as England, I found some people there that I call friends, but there's nothing there that binds them all together. A land of counties stretched from end to end. I've been up and down along the road of sadness, in solitude, steep shadows where I roam. It's my heart that leads me back again to Scotland, and the happiness among the folks at home. Shadows where I've roamed. It's my heart that leads me back again to Scotland, and the happiness among the folks at home. I've travelled up and down across the miles of Scotland, and friends there are plenty to be found. Full of open heart you'll always have a welcome, better place in the whole of all mankind. A better place in the whole of all mankind. A better place in the whole of all mankind.
Graham Cairn singing away on that track for a song that he wrote himself called My Heart Leads Me Back to Scotland. Good evening to Sarah Horn that's joining us. She says, good and full of air ambulance, dinner and wealth of extra information from my talks. She's obviously been very busy out and about. We've also got Chief Inspector Alex Lyle tuned in this evening to make sure that we don't have any issues with the trows that we usually have here on Radio GH. They don't seem to have been causing any bother so far, so that's good. And There you go. Next up, we have a request. Iris Sanderson, she's just joined us back in time for her request. It says, "Hi Ewan and Tiger, my tune of the moment is The Pharmacist. If you could manage to play that, it's a track on the Hearst Blinks album by the Cullivo Band from up in Shetland. So your wish is granted." Cullivo Band there from Shetland, and that was the two-step called The Pharmacist, and hopefully some of you up there were doing a good old Boston two-step, and looking forward to seeing you all, well, some of you, very soon for a special event that's coming up, but we'll not tell you too much more yet. You might get, Mark and Helen might get 2,000 people turning up at the hall, who knows. Hello to Elizabeth and Frank. Elizabeth and Frank Morrison tuned in there. Hope that you're both keeping well, and I hope that you both had a great time up at the Banff Accordion and Fiddle Club. You were playing there during the week there, and I heard a wee clip and it sounded great, which is always good. So I'll catch up with you both next. No, yes, I'll catch up with you next Sunday when it's Pease Bay Accordion and Fiddle Club. We'll tell you more about that later on. Brenda Jones is tuned in tonight, and she's asked if she can have a lovely waltz. It's written by Ali Bain, and it's, well, I think it's written by Ali Bain. I better double check that one. But it's called Ali's Waltz, so maybe it's written by Phil Cunningham, and I'm getting muddled up. I'm just breaking these teeth in for the next door neighbour's Doug. A lovely waltz that indeed that is Ali Bain playing Ali's Waltz, which was written by Terry Rasmussen of Colorado, and thank goodness for Google keeping us all right. Many thanks to the Chief Inspector for dropping a case of a certain liquid on Trow's doorstep, so that should put a stop to anything going wrong on the computer tonight, and hopefully everything will be working. Good evening to Gloria Hayhurst. Hopefully she's made it back. She was out waiting on her Tesco shopping, so she said she might be a wee bit late. I think she's tuned in, which is lovely as always. We've got a message, 2 messages here. One is from Vida Brown, who's tuned in, and Vida's asking if we could play a track from Bill Ewan on tonight's programme. Speaking of Bill, we have something mentioned here that's very special, and it's from Nicola Braid, and a lot of musicians will also join in hopefully here, and a lot of our listeners will also join in here with this message. Please could you play a tune of your choice to wish Maestro Bill Ewan a very happy birthday for Wednesday the 29th. That's this Wednesday coming, for those that don't know. We'd like to thank Bill for all the tunes and for putting up with us. He's helped us out making loads of virtual videos, and he's played everything from John Burns to Ken Dodd with perfection. We must owe him a million Mars bars. Happy birthday, Bill. All the best. And that's from Nicola and Gordon. And we all hope that you have a wonderful birthday. So here is yourself to play the wonderful Side Saddle. Happy birthday to Bill Ewan for this Wednesday, the 29th. Bill Ewan playing Side Saddle, and I hope that he has a wonderful birthday this Wednesday. There's quite a few birthdays this week, so we'll mention more as the show goes on, and hopefully cover a few more birthdays. There's still messages and requests coming in. I'll do my very best to play as many as I can. But next up, lined in the player is the great Bobby Brown and the Scottish Accent, and this is a great selection of reels for the Scottish country dance, the Irish Rover, and playing this one for Connor, who's tuned in there in Dublin. Bobby Brown in the Scottish accent there, playing for the country dance Irish Rover, and I'm very impressed at Julie Crystal, who says Irish Rover, Julie danced while cooking. How's that for multitasking? Well, it depends what you're cooking. And then we'll give you an answer, but I'm sure it would be great anyway. Yes, good evening, John Anderson. John Anderson is one of our Shetland branch managers for the Staggering, and he's tuned in there tonight. And yes, thank you for reminding me. Getting older, you see, John, but it'll be well to go yet. Next up is a request. It comes from Douglas Watson from up there in sort of Stornoway, Lewis and Harris and the surrounding area, up the West Outer Hebrides. And I hope that you're well, Douglas. It says, hi all, could you please play me some John Renton after he's written a tune for me? And I noticed that on Facebook the other day. John has written a tune for him, and it's a cracking tune as well. That I had a shot of playing it the other day, Douglas, and something that I'm sure you'll be very proud of. So here for you from John Renton and his Scottish Dance Band, and the album Band Boy's Choice. It's a good tune, and it's called The Echo Two-Step by John Renton. Great playing from John Renton and his Scottish Dance Band with the Echo Two-Step. Sorry. A bad joke. Deary me. Should be chucked at the studio. Right, okay. Next up, we've got a lovely waltz and some memories for many people of this waltz. It's The Boys of the Mary L. And it's dedicated to all the Shindiggers and presenters, and it's from Dave Borthwick from Berwick up in Tweed. Hope you're well, Dave, and good to hear from you and that you're tuned in. This is played by a gentleman who has been playing online a lot and still continues to do so on a Wednesday night. It's Gavin Piper, the Wicked Accordion Player, as his nickname is. And it's from his album called Happy Hours. There's two tunes here. It's Hazel Villa, which is the first one, and it's followed by the lovely tune The Boys of the Marielle. Lovely selection of tunes there from Gavin Piper, Hazel Villa and the Boys of the Mariel, requested by Dave Borthwick from down there in Berwick up on Tweed. Nice message from Gloria Hayhurst, says, hello Ewan, could you please play Gibson's Country please? This is for everyone that's tuned in tonight on the Scottish Shindig. Well, with your permission, Gloria, I'd like to also dedicate this to two other people. One is to my nephew Adam. Adam celebrates his birthday tomorrow on the 27th. I hope that you have a great day, Adam, and I'll look forward to seeing you again soon. And I also got dedicated to Adam's granddad, my dad, Barry Galloway, who celebrates his birthday on the 4th of July, and I know that he'll also enjoy these tunes. So here's Gibson's Country by yours truly. Sea of Heartbreak there, some Gibson's country music, Don Gibson's, and I'll play them as also for Kevin. Gloria says that Kevin really loves those tunes also. Elizabeth Mann was asking if I've been out on the high seas today, but not today. This is, I think, just a bit of wind burn from out in the garden all week, trying to get things tidied up and get things sorted out, and gradually getting there. Enjoying the good summer weather that we're having, and we'll treasure every bit of it. Next up is a song. It's time for a version of Dumbarton's Drums, and it's from the Corries. and this is played for Elizabeth White tonight.
Dumbarton's drums, they sound so bonny when they remind me of my Jeannie. Such fond delight can steal upon me when Jeannie kneels and sings to me. Across the hills of Burn and Heather, Dumbarton tolls me her pleasure, a song of love that has no measure. When Jeannie kneels and sings to me, Dumbarton's drums, they sound so bonny when they remind me of my Jeannie. Such fond delight can steal upon me when Jeannie kneels and sings to me. 'Tis she alone who can delight me as gracefully she doth invite me, and when her tender arms enfold me, the blackest night can turn and flee. Dumbarton's drums, they sound so bonny when they remind me of my Jeannie. Such fond delight can steal upon me when Jeannie kneels and sings to me. When Jeannie kneels and sings to me. When Jeannie kneels and kisses me.
Yes, and a well-worthy round of applause there from the Curries with Dumbarton's drums, playing that one for Elizabeth White. And there he is, the boss has now arrived, you'll all be glad to know, and he's got himself in his usual position, quite happy, sitting, keeping an eye on things and making sure that the show all runs correctly and on time. A wee bit of information just came in there from Donny. Thanks very much, Donny. He says that Hazel Villa, which is the waltz we played with Gavin Piper earlier on, accompanied the Boys of the Mariel, is the Doctor's house in Tain. So there we go. Thank you very much for that. Very much appreciated. The next tune we'll play this. There's a few people that I know enjoy this one. It's the Wild Rose Off the Mountain, and this is requested by Sheena Elms. It says, "Hi Ewan, could you please play The Wild Rose Off the Mountain by the Scottish Fiddle Orchestra for my sister June Anderson from Inchture for her birthday, which is also on the 29th of June. So I hope that she has a wonderful birthday, and I can't find it straight away tonight by the Scottish Fiddle Orchestra, so I hope you'll allow me to play it from the wonderful, well-known, from the glorious north, Alexander Brothers.
Shore. I dream of Scotland again, from the plain to the western shore. And in my dream are women and men, they will stand for their homeland once more. Caledonia, Caledonia, my heart and my hand are reaching in peace to you. Caledonia, Caledonia, my dearest sweet land, the place where my dreams come true. When the wild rose is blooming on mountain and shore, then I'm dreaming of Scotland once more. I sing of Scotland again, where the hopes of my heart can fly. And in my song of river and glen, there is freedom of spirit for you and I. Caledonia, Caledonia, my heart and my hand are reaching in peace to you. Caledonia, Caledonia, my dearest dear land, the place where my dreams come true. When the wild rose is blooming on mountain and shore, then I'm dreaming of Scotland once more. Caledonia, Caledonia, my heart.
Yes, the Wild Rose of the Mountain, Caledonia, and that was sung by the Alexander Brothers there. Some lovely photos there off by the sea. Some Scottish holidays there from Clive and Val Butterworth. Next up, we have a track. This is actually one of my favourites. This goes back a long time to high school days when we was learning to do, as they called it at the time, social dancing. And this was one of the CDs that the PE teacher used every time. And I guess it's one of the CDs that I first bought from the music shop in Berwick in Tweed when I first started playing the accordion, because I always wanted to learn this set. It's Jim MacLeod and his band. And this is for the dance Stirling Brig. It's requested by Angela Gilfillan, who says, "Hi, Ewan and Tiger. Could you please play something of your choice by Jim MacLeod?" So I'm going to say thank you very much for allowing me to choose this track for you.
Caledonia,
Jim McLeod and his band there, and in fact from Stirling Brig, that was actually a strip the Willow with the Duke of Perth. No, sorry, this is all muddled up. It's the Military Two-Step with the Apple Highlanders, the Mucker of Jordan's Baya, Rosin the Bow, and the New Rigged Ship. And you're probably wondering why I'm reading it sideways. That's because everything's written sideways. And it's got Tommy Ford on lead accordion there, Hebby Gray on the fiddle, Jim Cleland on second box, Alex Doig on drums, John Sinton on the double bass, and of course Jim McLeod on the piano for that track there by Jim McLeod and his band. Now we'll slow the tempo down this time and wish a wonderful happy anniversary. It's a comment that, there we go, it's from Anne Robb. Can you please play the anniversary waltz for my husband and I's 49th wedding anniversary, which is on the 30th. And here to play what says it's the anniversary waltz, and if it's not, we'll play an anniversary waltz for you. It's the Calgary Fiddlers for you. Joe Gordon and Sally Logan there with the anniversary waltz following the loveliest night of the year, played that by the Calgary Fiddlers. Handing over now to the wonderful Pia Walker for the Box and Fiddle News.
The Box and Fiddle News with Pia Walker.
Hello everybody. I'm sure the NAFC Celebrity Luncheon music is still going at this point, and that I'm having a whale of a time there in Dundee. Yes, this is a pre-recording on what goes on next week's. Hopefully, some of the revellers will continue on to Forfar, where the Stephen Carberry duo is guesting. I know that many have done so before, and then they have had a great time. The only other clubs have meetings this week is Glenothes, who sees a welcome return of Colin Dewar on the 28th, and Sakehill, who has their club night in Cramlington. It's a short listing, but it's the end of the month, and it's the summer, and July is just round the corner. So enjoy the sunshine and music. Bye!
Thank you very much to Pia Walker there for that wonderful rendition of the Box and Fiddle News, and it's very muchly appreciated keeping us all up to date with clubs and everything that's going on. Just to give you an advance warning of a brand new accordion and fiddle club, it starts next Sunday on the 3rd of July, and hopefully some people will be able to come along and support it. It's at the Pease Bay Caravan Park. Now, Pease Bay Caravan Park is just outside Coburn's Path, south of Dunbar, and I'm sure that you'll have a great afternoon. It starts at 2:30pm and finishes at 5:30pm, and there's also a pie for you at half time, unless you want to stay and have a nice meal in the restaurant after. And also there is a raffle as well, so come along. I'm sure you'll have a great night at a great afternoon, at Pease Bay Accordion Fiddle Club. I'm trying to do too many things at once here. In the meantime, hopefully this will work, and this is a track from the band themselves. They've been playing all over the country recently, and they've been very, very busy, and we have to say thanks also to Elizabeth Morrison for some of these great videos that she manages to put. But the band on Sunday the 3rd at Pease Bay is Frank Morrison and his Scottish Dance Band, and here he is to play us a set of 6/8 marches, and also known as a seaside medley. music there from Frank Morrison and his band, who you can see at Peasby Accordion and Fiddle Club at Peasby Caravan Park next Sunday the 3rd of July. Hopefully we'll see some of you there. Alex Lyle's asking if he needs his biscuit tin or just his sticks for the kindling. Well, if I'm quite honest, Alex, I couldn't answer you, but if you bring your bucket and spade as recommended by Gary Tate, I'm sure you'll be able to bang a tune out of that. Right. Who's up next on our playlist? Yes, it's Cecil Duncan. Hope you're well, Cecil. It says, could you please play Rudy Meeks, When You and I Were Young, Maggie? Please also mention our grandson Bobby, who is having his birthday party today. I forgot earlier on, senior moment. I'm sure you'll all be forgiven, especially for getting this great request in for Bobby. Happy birthday. Rudy Meeks there. When you and I were young, Maggie, and I'm sure some of you maybe got caught singing along there, likewise with myself. Pictures and videos there from Legoland in Windsor, and that was when I had a wee breakaway with my brother Keith and nephew Adam. We had a great time, really enjoyed it. Country dancers, up in your sets, please. And forming lines or squares, actually, for this dance. It's Ian Powrie's Farewell to Auchterarder from the album Fine Mix, and this is requested by Cyril Thompson. It's played here by Stephen Carkery and his Scottish Dance Band. Stephen Carkery and the Scottish Dance Band there with Ian Powrie's Farewell to Auchterarder. What was it? Encore? On more? Well, it's a great dance, that. Very enjoyable, and I like the original of that West Kirkton. Next up, I'm going to play something that I've not played before on the Scottish Shindig, and it's a track that I found during the week whilst listening to Radio GH. It was on the Piping Hot Hour. For those that haven't found it yet, it's an hour of Scottish pipe bands and drums and brass bands and stuff like that. It's a great hour, something a wee bit different for you all. Now, the band in question here is the Regimental Band, Pipes and Drums of the Queen's Royal Irish Hussars. And it's a lovely selection of tunes, and it's particularly the first one that I've been enjoying listening to. It's called The Soldier's Return, and then it's followed by The Crusaders' March and The Bonnie Lass o' Fyvie. Yes, the Soldiers Return, Crusaders March in the Bonnie Lass of 5A, played there by the Queen's Royal Irish Hussars. And there's something about a brass band, pipe band, both playing at the same time that I very much enjoy, and the regimental band there. As mentioned there from Gary, this weekend was indeed Armed Forces Day, and staying with that tradition, here's Ian McPhail and his band with a Mississippi Dip and some tunes that you might recognise. Ian McPhail and his Scottish dance band.
Hi there, this is Ian McPhail with Punch.
I'm George Darling.
And you have the great privilege to be listening to the Scottish Shindig with Ewan Galloway.
Yes, thank you very much to the gentlemen there, Ian and George. Thank you. Here is a track, it's a song again, a right mixture of music tonight on the Scottish Shindig, hopefully something to suit everybody. And it's a good friend of mine, Andy Chung. I caught up with Andy the other week there at Julie and John Crystal's Caledonian Society meal at the Stair Arms Hotel just outside Path Head. It was a great afternoon. But here he is to sing one of my favourite songs, I think, maybe. Played this for a wedding. In fact, a few weddings this week, starting off the evening with The Wild Mountain Thyme, Andy Chung.
The summertime has come, when the trees are sweetly blooming, and the wild mountain thyme grows around the blooming heather. Will ye go, lassie, go, and we'll all go together to wild mountain thyme, all around the blooming heather. Will ye go, lassie, go? I will build my love a bower by yon clear crystal fountain, and upon it I will pile all the wild flowers o' the mountain. Will ye go, lassie, go, and we'll all go together to wild mountain thyme, all around the blooming heather. Will ye go, lassie, go? I will range through the wild and the deep glens sae dreary. I'll return wi' my spoils to the bower o' my dearie. Will ye go, lassie, go, and we'll all go together to wild mountain thyme, all around the blooming heather. Will ye go, lassie, go? She'll not come, I will surely find no other, where the wild mountain thyme grows around the blooming heather. Will ye go, lassie, go, and we'll all go together to wild mountain thyme, all around the blooming heather. Will ye go, lassie, go? Oh, the summer time has come, when the trees are sweetly blooming, and the wild mountain thyme grows around the blooming heather. Will ye go, lassie, go, and we'll all go together to wild mountain thyme, all around the blooming heather. Will ye go,
Andy Chung there with The Wild Mountain Time. Lovely tune there and lovely words to accompany it. Stephen Hughes says, Sarah's song, please, by your good self, Ewan, and dedicate to all our absent friends who are never forgotten. Well, thanks very much for the request. And here it is from the album Scottish Lockdown and Raise a Glass. Sarah's song there, written by Phil Cunningham and requested by Stephen Hughes. Well, for the gruesome twosome who are tuned in tonight, don't worry, I have not forgotten your request. I'm just trying to space out some of these requests of yours truly. I think that's 3 or 4. I don't want to play all of them on the show in one go. So, hello, Ewan and fellow Shindiggers. Bill and Marie, the gruesome twosome here. Hope you're well. I had 3 sisters in the forces. One was in the Navy, she was a Wren. One was in the Air Force, she was a WAF. One was in the Lighthouse Board, she was a WIC. I did ask for a wee joke, and it always does enlighten me, Bill. Thank you very much. Could you please play a track by yourself from the CD Toast to the Dancers? Many thanks, Ewan. Well, the reason I've chosen this one is because it's not only myself, but it features like the great Derek Hamilton playing second accordion with me, who sadly missed after that last track, Sarah's song. And here's a set of French quick steps for you. And the last track from yours truly on the show for tonight, that was a selection of quick steps from Toast to the Dancers. And it's not the toast that you put in your toaster, Bill. There's a joke in return for your one. Thank you very much. That was great. I had a wee message come in just a minute ago. Before I do, I'm going to give you an announcement for a dance. It's a wee bit of advance notice. It says, could you please give a mention to a dance that Alice and I, that's John Snedden, are running on Friday the 8th of July, 7:30 to 11 p.m. in the Masonic Hall in Armadale. That's Friday the 8th of July, 7:30 to 11, Masonic Hall, Armadale. That's a dance. Go along, get your dancing shoes on, and, well, as Graham Cairns would say, have a Kaylee. Somewhere. There we go.
Well, get your dancing shoes on and let's have a Kaylee.
Yes. Margaret Young's just sent me a wee message in. Thanks, Margaret, for your message. Ewan, if you have time, could you please congratulate the Inverary and District Pipe Band? They won the European Championships in Inverness yesterday. Well, here is a track I've managed to find on the internet. It's a Cameronian rant, and this is the band warming up and practising. And that was from up at the competition, practising the march, just being a real set. So here we go, and hopefully we can go straight up to them for the Inverary and District Pipe Band and at the United Kingdom Championships. Congratulations to you all. Great to hear a clip there from the practice there from the Cameronian rant set from the Inverary and District Pipe Band, winners of the competition there yesterday up in Inverness. Congratulations, Inverary and District Pipe Band. Now, next up, I think wee Annie's on, and I think she managed to get through that set without any problems, so maybe her ears are warming to the sounds of those wonderful bagpipes there. I know how much she enjoys them. So here is her request for her pupil, Colin Dewar, that is. For Polaris Jack, she's just checking up on his jig playing. Lovely steady playing there from Collinger with Ploris Jack. A message from Stephen Hughes saying that my wife Jennifer and I celebrated our Ruby wedding anniversary yesterday. So here for you both is a track from the Glenelvin Scottish Dance Band, Real Time for Old Time, and some lovely waltzes for your anniversary. It's Muriel Jim Smith's Ruby Wedding, The Fairways, and the last tune by Bill Black, Granny McKinnon. And I hope you had a wonderful weekend.
And get-togethers naturally have different moods, so perhaps off we go and let's raise the roof.
Request there from Marjorie Cool for the Bonnie Swans of Cricky. Close enough. Next up, this is our last song for tonight, and it's a good friend of mine, and I'm going to give him a bit of airplay here, and I hope that you're all going to enjoy this. A fantastic singer, and it's the one and only Dundonian entertainer. It's Ian Lees, or otherwise known as Jason Lees, and it's the Royal Highland Fusiliers.
See them march in their tartan crews they draw. The Scotland's newest regiment, the finest o' them all. For the lassies love their manly grace when they march with shouts and cheers. They're the finest fighting men, the Royal Highland Fusiliers. Although their names are new one and their uniform is too, the regiments that they combine are always brave and true. See them march swiftly past their Glengarries at the till. Hear the pipers proudly playing what's a swinging o'er the kilt. From the town of Ayr to Glasgow, from Dumfries to Aberdeen, or the bairnies in the street adore the soldiers or the Queen. Now each and every bonny lass who loves a Fusilier will haste to say that come what may, her lover will be dear. See them march in their tartan crews they draw. The Scotland's newest regiment, the finest o' them all. For the lassies love their manly grace when they march with shouts and cheers. They're the finest fighting men, the Royal Highland Fusiliers. See them march in their tartan crews they draw. The Scotland's newest regiment, the finest o' them all. For the lassies love their manly grace when they march with shouts and cheers. They're the finest fighting men, the Royal Highland Fusiliers. See them march in their tartan crews they draw. Scotland's newest regiment, the finest o' them all. For the lassies love their manly grace when they march with shouts and cheers. They're the finest fighting men, the Royal Highland Fusiliers. See them march, see them march, see them march.
What a voice. That was Ian Lees with the Royal Highland Fusiliers. Now, before we get near the last track for today's Scottish Shindig, I would just like to say a big thank you to Andy Phillip, who is tuned in, enjoying the show hopefully as well, and thanks for his great show last week, and hopefully you'll see him next week, as I will be otherwise engaged because it's my birthday, and I'm very much looking forward to having I was having a weekend off, but I'm going to go down to the Peasby Accordion and Fiddle Club and support them down there, and hopefully give them a dunt on some sort of musical instrument. But when I'm speaking about Andy, if you go into the Radio GH website, he always updates it, the front page, which is great, and we're trying our best to keep things fresh. And there's now a printable PDF schedule. So on the front page, if you click on it, you can download it, and you will be given this. Hopefully it will play on the screen, and you can have a look. You can print it off, and it'll tell you exactly what time, what day every single show is. A lot of work went into that from Andy, so thank you very much for doing that for all of our wonderful listeners that tune in. But unfortunately, all good things have to come to an end, and unfortunately we come to our last track on tonight's show. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope that you have a wonderful week, whatever you may be up to. Hopefully you'll get some good weather, and I will see you very shortly when I'm next on air, which hopefully won't be too long. Leaving you tonight with a selection of Irish tunes. It's Tom Dooley, and then we're going to follow that with Morning Glory, Have a Drink on Me, well please do, especially next weekend, and finishing off with Maggie May from the country and western and Irish accordion band, the Delta Band. Thank you very much for listening. Take care, enjoy your week, and thanks for listening. Thanks to Susan as well. Thanks to Susan for all the requests that she's collated and all the hard work behind the scenes there. Take care, good night everyone, thank you.